Don't touch him, please. Not touch him. Put your hand behind your back. I can't breathe. 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 I can't breathe.
Once again, police beating up on people.
We will defend these police officers. We will get experts in the use of force.
The first section that we're going to cover for our control unit is takedown. So it's important to understand that taking somebody from their feet to the ground can be an absolutely vital thing to do as far as obtaining control and restraint over another human being, but there's only certain instances in which that's a good idea. The main thing, and I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu every single day, so the first thing that we're going to do is the seatbelt takedown. We call this the seatbelt takedown. It is one of the absolute simplest ways that you can get somebody from their feet down to the ground and maintaining control, keeping their weapons, their hands and feet and scratching and all that kind of stuff away from you, and maintaining control, maintaining the ability to disengage quickly. So when we say seatbelt, kind of like when you're on the ground for back control, I've got an overhook and an underhook. Now I can join those together with a gable grip. This is my preferred method. I can also just place my overhook hand here, and I can just grab that hand and grab here. But I prefer, like I said, a gable grip, and I like to hide my gable grip as low as possible. So that looks like this. I'm one, I step forward and push my hips into them, then I'm going to bite down with this overhook, and I'm going to look in that direction. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm just going to take him down to the ground. As soon as his butt hits the mat or hits the floor, I'm going to take that knee, drive it down, and I'm also making sure that there's no space between him and myself, and I have one leg based out like this. So I'm pushing into him, I'm driving into him. I still have my seat belt. I can very easily transition to a rear naked choke, but for now we're just going to go to this position. So the direction that I was turning, which was to my right, that same leg, my right leg, is on my knee, and then I'm based out with my left. So let me show you that again. So he's facing away from me. I shoot in my seat belt. Underhooking side leg goes forward, hips go into him, then I come around and I'm here. As soon as he touches, I go down, based out, and then I can transition to a rear naked choke. I can go one, over the top, back of the hand to the back of the neck. I can squeeze. For partner drills, I can make him tap. I can make sure that my elbow is an extension of his chin. I'm just like this. That way I know that my forearm is cutting off the circulation on this side of the neck, and my bicep is cutting off the circulation on the other side of the neck. If my elbow is over here, I'm on his trachea with my forearm. If it's over here, my bicep is on his trachea. Less likely, less damaging, but I certainly don't want to be doing a bar arm choke, because after all, the point of the control unit is to be able to restrain somebody, de-escalate a situation, obtain control and restraint without injuring them, without hurting them, which if I drive my forearm into his trachea, I could certainly injure him. So from here, I'm just transitioning 1 and 2. I can also disengage, get up very quickly if I ever need to.
It was not a chokehold. He was a big man that had to be brought to the ground to be placed under arrest by shorter police officers.
At issue is whether Garner was placed in a chokehold, a tactic banned by New York City police.
It's defined in the department's patrol guide that this would appear to have been a chokehold.
Police officers also appear to sit on Garner once he was on the ground, which could violate another NYPD policy.